Hello friends. In the part 1 of the series, I have discussed about the benefits like the status, the job security, the financial status. And now in this part 2, I am going to talk about the balance benefits. The next benefit is various allowances. In the armed forces, when you join, you shall be getting dress allowance. That is basically to stitch for the uniform. That would be around 20,000 in a year. That is, it's almost 2,000 per month. Then you have the high altitude allowance, the glacier allowance. If you are serving in the Siachen, then is the counter-insurgency allowance. Then is the field area allowance. Then is the modified field area allowance. Then is the technical allowance. That is, if you do your engineering and join the armed forces, then every month you shall be getting a technical allowance. Then the instructor allowance for class A and class B. If you are an instructor in a war college or school of artillery or in class A establishment, you shall be getting 24% of your basic pay as instructor allowance. If you are in a class B institution, then you shall be getting about 12% of your basic pay. Then you shall be getting the house rent allowance. Like if you plan to choose a city of your own choice when you are posted to the field area where you cannot keep your family, then depending upon the classification X, Y, Z, you get 24% for X, 16% for Y, and 8% for C of the basic pay. Then you get the children education allowance. Right from nursery till class 12, you get every year children education allowance for 2 children. Then for higher education of your children, there are separate amount. Next is the transfer grant. That is, if you are moving from place A to place B, then you shall be getting the entire basic pay as the transfer grant. And also you get allowance, or you get amount paid from the defense account for a transfer of 60 quintal. If you can transport it by a truck of 60 quintal of your household articles. You can also transfer your car or motorcycle or scooter. The defense account will be paying for that. So there are various other allowances which I shall be trying to tell you later. Now, next comes the benefit is the annual increment. Every year you shall be getting an annual increment of 3%. Since your basic pay starts at 56,100, so 3% as your service goes on increasing, your basic pay also correspondingly goes up. So you shall be getting, it's a substantial amount, 3% in a year. Now coming to the career advancement. Once you join the armed forces, to enhance your career, then you shall be doing various promotion exams like Part B, Part D. And also you shall be doing various courses depending upon the arms and services, whether you are in infantry, armored, artillery, air defense artillery, etc., etc. They have their own training centers, they have their own school of instructions. Then you shall be doing young officers course, you shall be doing advanced courses, you shall be doing long courses. And apart from that, for the tactical and strategical knowledge, you shall be doing at College of Warfare, that is the junior command course, the senior command course, the higher command course, the National Defense College, that is NDC, then the the LDMC, Long Defense Management course, then the high HDMC. Then you can also do the Staff College at Wellington. If you get high in the merit, then you will be permitted to do the Staff College in a foreign country like UK or other countries, Singapore, etc. Then is the Technical Staff College. Then you can do MTech from very recognized universities or universities. Similarly, there are a lot of courses where you can do and enhance your potential and also improve your career. The next is the job satisfaction. You shall be getting tremendous amount of job satisfaction. The very fact that you are clearing SSB, Service Selection Board, that means you have the passion to join armed forces. So that's a clear indication that now the peculiarity of India is that it has got all types of terrain. The desert terrain is there, the glacier terrain is there, Then the high altitude terrain is the CI-11's counter-insurgency operation area is the field area is the jungle area is the like northeast. So you shall be getting posted to all these places. It's a very challenging job. It's an adventurous job. And also the various types of job you shall be doing. Initially, when you are commissioned to a battalion or a regiment. Then you will be doing the duties of a regimental officer. As the service goes up, and your qualification goes up, then you shall be posted in a headquarters on a staff duty. You will be a staff officer. Thereafter, you may be posted to a school of instruction or an instructor class A or class B, depending upon your qualification and the service. Then you can also be posted to the United Nations Peacekeeping Force. If you go there, then you shall be getting the Indian salary separate, that will be untouched, and also you shall be getting the salary as per the UN mission terms. And also you can be posted to as the military attaché or as a high commissioner of the embassy. So the opportunities are wide, the job satisfaction is excellent. The next benefit is the leave. 60 days annual leave for an officer, 20 days casual leave, and 2 months furlough in every 3 years. And also you can get sick leave maximum of 6 months. So these are the various leave available. Can you think of in any multinational company where you are getting 60 these kind of leaves without any pay or this thing? No, it's very difficult. In addition, you can get study leave if you want to improve your qualification. That's for post graduation or MTech or another thing from even foreign university. You can get 2 years study leave with ration and salary. It's an additional facility. Then also, if you are a lady officer, then you get 6 months of maternity leave. And if you are a father in the army, then you can get a paternity leave for 15 days. So these are the facilities available when it comes to leave. And also, if you do not want to enjoy all the 60 days leave, you can encash up to 300 days in your service career. And when you retire, at the last pay round for 10 months, you will get an extra pay. Next facility or benefit is the accommodation. Nowadays, in the armed forces, you have the MAP, that's a married accommodation project. There you get class accommodation, 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom, depending upon your rank, and 4 bedroom, and well furnished and well secured area. And if you are posted to a field area or high altitude, then you get a separated family accommodation like place like metros like Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Jalandhar, Udhampur, Calcutta, etc., where you can put your children in good schools. And if you still do not want to occupy this separated family accommodation, then you can choose a city or town of your own choice. Then you can claim the HRA. So these are regarding the accommodation. If you get a HRA at the rate, as I said, 8%, 16%, and 24%, depending upon the classification of the thing. Now here I finished the part 2. Now in the next part I will be talking about the balance benefits. Thank you.